Okay, so good day and welcome to the Maintenance Management webinar. My name is Daniela Narvaez, and together we're going to go through the business process, the main master data that we have to add to our system, and the procedure to include this new functionality in the whole production process. This session is going to be recorded, so the questions and doubts that you have, we're going to answer it after the whole presentation. Okay, so now, where does the maintenance come into the process? When we talk about manufacturing, one of the principal actives that we have are the workstations that are in here in the work order. First, we have the sales order that is made by a client. He needs some items. Then if we don't have the inventory available, we just make work orders, produce them, and then we deliver to the client, and after that we invoice them. So our main process for the maintenance is going to be here. If we talk about workstations, we also include machines or tools. To keep our productivity, we frequently have to maintain our machines maybe once a month or every 6 months or maybe a year. Now with Beas, we can integrate this task on production time. Also, if this maintenance have to be interrupted in the machines, we can add them too, so we can create our production and our work orders according to that. If we have a resource or a tool that needs maintenance, we can plan it and schedule in the system. First, we identify it, okay? Then we define how often shall we do it. If the machine will be interrupted, also, it will create the schedule for the resource that is going to be interrupted automatically. And after that, if we need a plan requirement, that means that after we create the plan, the maintenance event, we can say if we want to use the MRP tool that we have on Beas to make orders, like purchase orders of the materials that we need for the maintenance on the same system. After we run the MRP, we also can take a look on the other order recommendation that we have. We create the orders, the purchase orders, okay? Then we receive it, and after that we can make the maintenance on the machine. Our main objective of this business process is to design, is to plan and execute maintenance from a resource or tool according to our production business process to increase or maintain the machine productivity. This will be a perfect plan to avoid not delivery dates or to avoid delayed on the products that we sell. Okay. So let's go to our system. Okay, to check what are the master data that we need to customize on the system, and also how to create the maintenance plan. Okay, so first we have to define an item, okay, that we are going to use for the maintenance orders. We recommend that item has the name of the resource, because when you create the work order or the maintenance order, you can finally see which resource are you going to make the maintenance. Okay, so let's go to the inventory. In our case, we're going to use a resource that is called laser 2. That is why I already create the item. Okay, and in here you can see the bill of material that it has, and also the routings that is going to have all the maintenance. Okay, in our example, we're going to maintain with screw changes and some tubes changes in the machine. Okay, so let's go to item that we create. Okay, in here you can see that is a non-inventory item, that is a non-warehouse item. What does that mean? It means that we're not going to storage this item. This is only for the work order and to also get the requirements that we need on the MRP if we're going to use it. Also, if you can see in here, the mode of procurement has to be produce, because we are going to make work orders. If the item is a buy item is not going to do any work orders. So that's why we needed that it's going to be produced. Okay. On the bill of material, we have the screws that we need and also the tubes that we are going to need. And on the routing, you can see that we have the first task is going to be the screw change, okay, and the second task is going to be the tube change. As you can see on the routing, you can put the setup time that you will need on the machine, and also the how many minutes or hours do we need in order to change one screw or the item that you're going to change. Okay, but these are normal routings. Okay, and on the bill of material also are normal items that we need for the work order. Okay, in this case I linked the bill of material with the routing position. In this case is the screw maintenance that is going to be with the screw change, so that is why it has the routing on position 10. Okay, and the other one has the position 20. Okay, also for this management, we also have to set up some parameters that we're going to just set up once, okay, on the system, just to have it separated from the normal production work orders. You can see it on setup, production, and here you will have the interruption reasons and the production types. These are going to be used also when we create the maintenance plan that we're going to go through in a few minutes. On the production type, as you can see, if we have a work order that is stock oriented, we have it differentiated with the one that is sales order oriented. Okay. Also, we create this one that is a new one that is called the maintenance. If we go, you can select a different graphic symbol just to make sure that you can associate it with maintenance, okay? And also you will have these checks that it has to be scheduled automatically, which means that we can use it on the MRP and we can use it later on the APS, and the release not check in case that it has quality control or something like that. Also, we include these interruption reasons, because if we're going to interrupt the machine, we can say if it is corrective or preventive. If it is a maintenance that is corrective, we can say that it's broken and we need to fix it. But if we have the preventive maintenance, we can say that it's only for maintenance. In here, you will have that you can filter for each resource that can use this interruption, and also that is changing allowed and that is active. Okay, so let's go to the procedure. How to create the internal or external maintenance. We have it here, a different module that it says service, okay? And in here you can create or manage, because you can create, edit or delete one maintenance that you have made. Also, you will have this screen that we're going to see later that can list all the maintenance orders that you have open in work, on the past, and all that. Okay, so let's create the internal maintenance. And here you can see that is a new screen, and in here you can see all of the events of maintenance that you have created. In our case, we don't have any, so we are going to create a new one. So let's say that this is our resource maintenance, okay? And this is going to be a monthly revision. We can add it on the description of a resource that is going to be laser 2, okay? As you can see, our type is intern because it's internal maintenance, okay? And you will have this origin type. This origin type, for internal maintenance, you can choose a tool or a resource. That is all in our master data. When you have external maintenance, you can also have the serial number or the customer equipment because it's something from other system or in another place that we can only track it by this. In our case that we are going to do an internal maintenance, we are going to choose a resource. Okay. Now on this field, you can add the resource that you're going to make maintenance. In our example, we're going to use the laser 2. Okay. Here on these 3 tabs are only for information. Okay. You can change the icon or the color that you have. Also, if you have location, contact, address, or something about the supplier that sold you the machine, you can put it in here. And additional master data that you will have. So now let's go to the maintenance plan. In here, you can add, because we have the automatic task that is going to create automatically after we create this event. It can create automatically all the interruptions on the resources and the work orders that we want to do, additional to the maintenance orders. But we can just schedule on the system to maybe once a week. It can run this task and it's going to update the information that we have on the event. For example, if we're going to add that it's going to be monthly, and that is our case, that is going to be monthly, we can only create work orders 1 month from the future, not create all the work orders, because if we have to change something, it is better to just create from the beginning than to delete the work order that was created on the current month for the next month. So what you can do, and I'm going to show you where exactly you put how many work orders do we need for the specific time, but you can run it automatically, or you can just click on this button that is Run Automatic Task. In our case, we're going to do it by hand. Okay, so we're going to say no, and a new screen is open. So we have here the maintenance plan. So we click in new, okay, and let's just see that is our monthly revision, okay, and let's see here, revision monthly revision 2. Okay, so now we have this first tab. The first tab is, first we have the order recommendation. If we check this, that means that we can use this information to run the MRP. We are going to see it in a couple of minutes how we are going to run it, but in this case it's going to take all the maintenance orders that we created and the work orders that we're going to create, and with that information we are going to do some material requirement in case we need to buy something or maybe produce something internally, and then we have it for the maintenance. But in our case we're going to purchase some things. Okay, so this is the check that we have to select. In here we can say that we can create work orders, okay, or if you only want to make the maintenance order, you just click on no. But in our case we're going to make the work order because we want to track all the information that we are going to do on the maintenance. Okay, so now these three fields are available. So on the assembly, we're going to take our item that we create, that is the laser month review, okay? that if you can see it in here, if you do the yellow arrow, you can see all the information that we had before. And also, what production type are we going to take for these specific work orders? So in this case, we're going to take the maintenance that we create before. Okay? If we're going to do, for example, for our monthly review, but we don't want to create all the work orders for the whole year, just maybe one per month, or only the future month. What we do is we add on this field the before terming days. We put, for example, in here 30. That means that 30 days is going to only create one work order. For the next month, it is not going to create any work orders, only for the future month. And that is why we can put in here, and if we run the automatic task, it only will create one work order. You will see it when we run it. Another thing that is important is if you want to interrupt your machine while you're doing the maintenance. If it is only just to check the oil, or maybe check that the motor is on or something like that, probably you won't need to do any interruptions. But if you have to uh, disable something, or just disassembly something, you will have to make an interruption. So we can click in here and we said, let's do it automatically. So this means that every time that we run also the automatic task, it will make an interruption on our resource that we took. In our example is going to be the laser 2. So the interruption reason is the one that we create. It is going to be maintenance, because it's a preventive maintenance. Our interruption period is the time that is going to be off our machine. In our case, let's take that is going to be from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Okay? And also, what we're going to do in here is to make sure that the interruption, that the resource will have that time block. In our case, just to make this quick example on the difference on these days, I'm going to put 60. That means that on the next following 2 months, we're going to see the exact date, how it's going to be interrupted on the resource. As you can see, I put here 60 days, so it's going to be 2 months. And in here, I only put 30 days, so it's going to be 1 month. So it will create one work order, and the other ones, it will create the maintenance orders for the rest of the time. And also, we are going to interrupt only 2 months from the resource. Now, let's go to the tab scheduling. On scheduling, we have that we have to create a new order. We have to click on new, because it will open this screen that you can select the period of time that you will want to make the maintenance order. In this case, we are going to start tomorrow. That is going to be the 1st of March. And if you click on repeat, it says that you can also repeat it every month. For example, we're going to put 6 months. Okay, so let's do it March, April, May, June, July, August. So let's do it until August. Okay, and it's going to be repeated by month. Okay, now these two are open. So what we can do here is on the day, you can specify which day of the month it is going to be the maintenance. For example, we're going to put in here the 10th. So the 10th of each month is going to create a maintenance order. Also, if you want it to be three times per month or 4 times per month, you can also put it in here. But in our case, we're going to just create once per month. So we click on update, and as you can see, because we are starting on March, on February, we don't have anything, okay? But if we go to March, on the 10th, it is going to be a maintenance order. If we're going to April, on the 10th, it's going to be a maintenance order. And like that until August, on the 10th. But as you can see on September, we don't have it because we said that it's going to be until the 31st of August. Also, you can sort it for another parameters that you can have, because maybe the supplier told you that the maintenance have to be done, or maybe once a month, or every 1,000 pieces, for example. So if you put 1,000 pieces in here, after when the system start producing, okay, and it will start a counter, and when you arrive to the 1,000 pieces, it's going to make a maintenance order too, just to make sure that you have a different parameter. Also, you can say that, okay, maybe 500 each 500 hours of produce that the machine does, we can add a maintenance order. So you can select here different parameters that will help you with the information. So we click in here and okay, and now we have all the maintenance plan done. In here, you can see that we have 6 maintenance orders without any work order, because we haven't created unless we click on the automatic task. Let's go, for example, on the first one, okay? Just to make sure that you see how is it going to be created. So now we have here the maintenance order, okay, that is called the resource maintenance. It's a monthly revision, and you will have here that the date of the maintenance is going to be on March 10th. In here, after we run the automatic task, we will see the work order. And in here you will have, if you want to start the work order, you can say here, if you want to start, the maintenance order, you can say here that it's going to be in work or it's going to be closed. And also, if you don't want to run the automatic task, you can create the work order in here. So let's do first the automatic task so you can see something else, and we go again to the work order. So we click on the automatic task that is on the main screen of the maintenance, okay? And if we go here again and we go to the maintenance order, you can see that a work order was created. If we double click in here, you can see the work order, and as you can see, because the work order is created, you have these new 2 tabs, that is the bill of material and the routing. In our example, you will have the bill of material and the routing here. And also, because we also ran the interruption, we can see that it's going to be interrupted on March the 10th for this. Okay, if we go to the work order, you can on the yellow hour, you can click, and you can see that we have the maintenance order with the icon that we created, and you can see the item that we create, that is the laser 2. And if you expand it, you can see all the information from our work order. Also, we can see on the master data, we can see in our resource, not on February, but on March, we can see that we have 2 hours that are interrupted because we told the system that it's going to be from 11 to 1 p.m. So it's 2 hours from 8 hours that we have on the capacity. The other days are going to be 8 hours. If we go on the next month, you can see that we also have the interruption on the 10th. Because we put 60 days, no interruption is on May, because only for 2 months, not in May, not in June, not in July. Also, you can see here on the interruption that is going to be 2 times, on April and on March. This is all in the resource information. So we click here, and now we have our event created. So now, if you want to run the MRP just to make sure that the system plan, if you don't have inventory, that you don't have any screws or any tubes, you can go to the MRP. That is on our MRP, on the MRP wizard. We are going to do the first scenario, okay? And we click on edit, because we have one parameter that assigned to the scenario of the MRP, that we need to see the maintenance orders. It is on detail in pegging and replenishment production. As you can see, we have here our planned maintenance orders. We have to check this flag in order for the system to take into account the maintenance orders. So let's run it. Okay, so now that is run, we go to the order recommendation. And as we can see, right, we will have the work order that we need, that is on 1 day before, because we need the screws 1 day before of the maintenance day, but also you will have all the maintenance orders that we create for the other month, the same as a tube. Okay, so now what we can do, for example, we can create an order maybe we can create with the mode, we can create how many quantity do we have. For example, we have here only 2 for this week and 1 for the next, so we can do only for the 2 months. Okay, and also let's see this. We create the purchase request. Purchase request. Yes. Yes. We don't have any price, but it's okay. The system will calculate it. Okay. Well, we have different things, but we have here our screws and our tubes. We can create the purchase order for these two. And if we click in here and we calculation update, we will have here the purchase order that we create for the screws and the tubes. So after that, on the day that we have the maintenance, what we can do, and let me show you the other screen that I told you. We can go on the maintenance orders. We have it all because they're all in the future. It opens only with a today filter, but if we click, because we don't have any past maintenance or for today, but if we click in all, we can see that we have all our maintenance orders. If I click, for example, in here, and I click in work, okay, you can see that its status is changed and is now in work. We click update, and when we go here, if we click in work, we will have the first that we have on work. We have the ones that are planned, not for today. And if you select on all and you want to open one, if you have a list, you can open right directly from here. Also, for example, if we finish this, and let's just say that we did all the work order and everything, we can set the status to close. It will change. We update. Yes. Oh, we have to open the interruption. We have to do all the rest, but it's going to be closed. And now you can see the status that is closed. For external maintenance, at the moment we don't have any integration with other systems to do this. We are on development for this, but as you can see, it opens the same screen, and you can click on new, and as you can see here, it will say extern. If you put here test, for example, and you select a serial number, you can add it in here, which one is a serial number that you have for the machine and everything, and you can select all the contacts. You can create the maintenance plan, but you are not going to be online with the machine that is working. So it's something that is just only for information at the moment. On the future, is going to be integrated. So well, this was everything for this maintenance. I don't know if you have any questions.